Alright, welcome back. It is May 2nd and I'm gonna give it a go in the bay. Got some windy conditions today, so I'm not really sure how it's all gonna work out. I'm gonna try and actually fish an area for porgies. Brought some mussels and some Asian crabs. So yeah, I want to try something different. You know, hearing the porgies are in now, so why not? Want to bring some fresh fish home, would be nice. I only have about 3 hours or so to fish, so hopefully I can do it quick. We got an incoming tide, so I'm fighting the current a little bit, but the wind is at my back, so I'm doing 3.75 miles an hour relatively comfortably. So I think I can make it to the spot and back. Stay tuned. Let's see how we do today. Alright, so just checking in. Looks like we got party boat action in the general vicinity of where I was gonna try. So yeah, looks like they had the same idea. I mean, there's 3 of them, so there's definitely something going on there. So I'm using like a flounder style hook. I just kind of want to see what they look like underwater. I'm not really expecting to catch flounder, but yeah, you never know. Would be a cool surprise. And of course, the first fish that I see and catch is a sea robin. I actually ended up fishing with the underwater camera setup the whole time. I really wanted to try and get some footage because as the water warms up, the clarity really decreases quite a bit. I guess as fish start spawning and you get some plankton in there, you know, the water just gets pretty cloudy. Thankfully, I was able to meet up with a friend who had some clam, and that really worked a lot better than the mussel or the crab. This is roughly 25 feet of water on an incoming tide. You know, in general, after looking at the footage, the bite was very subtle for a lot of these porgies. You see them here sort of suck it in and clean off the hook right there. It was hard to sense the bite. A lot of that is probably also because of the camera, but in general, it did feel different than catching porgies in, say, the fall. Another surprising thing was how much these porgies would go after the weight instead of the bait. If you look closely here at the bottom left, you can see how this porgy sort of sucks it in, spits it out. Sucks it in, spits it out. This is the type of bite that it was. Looks like I finally found the school, and all they want to do is tack the weight. Oh yeah, marking Marking a lot of stuff. Yeah, I'm marking a ton of stuff. Oh yeah, that was a bite. I think I got him that time. Nice. Oh, big ones. Whoa. Monsters. Nice. Oh yeah, I got dinner now. There we go. Oh, my hook is messed up, but it's alright. Let's bleed this guy out the rest of the way. This part I find very interesting, that the sea robin took a swipe at this bait, but then spit it out to go for the weight. Just don't understand what it is about the weight. Maybe it's the yellow color that it's painted a little bit. When I first started fishing Long Island on party boats, on the Porgy boats, I would always look for those ribbons, as you see I put here on the bait. I always felt that I got more bites with those ribbons flowing in the current, and as you see here, they definitely seem to be more interested in that fluttering action. Yeah, that porgy definitely has the hook in his mouth, but he's not swimming quickly away, and I don't even feel that he's on there. You'll see here in a minute. Yeah, see, he's clearly hooked, and I don't even realize it. Fish on. Oh yeah. Oh, another monster. That's awesome. This next fish that's going to come into the screen was definitely a surprise to me right here. You see those guys? Pretty sure they're Atlantic butterfish. I mean, that's my best guess. I know they're pretty common offshore. People use them for tuna, but never really heard about them coming into a North Shore bay. So I don't know. Let me know if you have heard of this or have seen this. Not sure if you've been noticing, but in all these clips I'm drifting, and I do that on purpose because I really don't like to anchor too much for porgy, as they do tend to move around a lot in these sort of areas. So I like to kind of move around and find the school and try to stay on the school as much as I can. And here's more clips of what I think are butterfish. That was a pretty good view right there of them. And yeah, as you see, quite a bit. Decent small school of them. So yeah, let me know if you guys know how to catch these things too. I'm thinking maybe a sabiki rig. So yeah, that might do it for today. Caught 3 porgies, some good sized ones too. I think maybe we got some underwater. There's the porgies we got. But yeah, that was a lot of fun. They were definitely there. I think they're there to spawn now, early season, so you get some of these bigger ones too. Clam was the ticket. And yeah, I think it was like a 14, 15 incher and a 12 incher. Really good. So I'm excited we got fresh fish for tonight. On the way back, maybe I'll make a pit stop at the bridge if it's looking fishy, but otherwise, see you on the next one. Welcome to the clean and cook side of this video. So because this was a relatively short outing, I wanted to sneak in a little bit of a clean and cook. So here you see I'm cutting the porgy and brushing up on my fillet skills. As you see, it's been a while. This is just a very simple and basic fried fish recipe. Full of eggs. Okay, so for this recipe, it's pretty simple. You just need your porgy fillets. Try to take as much of the bloodline out as possible. You know, cut them down to reasonable sizes. You don't need the whole fillets for this. You know, these are pretty good fillets. There's some pretty good porgies. But yeah, just make sure all the bones are out and try to get as much of the bloodline as you can. You're gonna need flour, Lowry seasoned salt, smoked paprika, garlic powder, blackened seasoning, and some peanut oil. And I like to use cast iron. I think it gets, gets really hot, but you can use whatever you want. For the pan, alright, we're gonna put the flour and the seasoning in the Ziploc, and then coat these fillets, and then put them in the peanut oil. I'll be the first to admit that I'm not the best cook, and a large part of that is probably because I never measure anything. If I had to guess though, I would say that it's roughly an equal amount of each spice. And with this one, I didn't use anything spicy because I wanted, my son to be able to eat it. But if you like it spicier, I would recommend going a little heavier, probably on the blackening seasoning, or adding some chili powder or something like that. You could substitute peanut oil for another type of oil. I don't think the peanut oil makes any flavor difference, but I do like using it when I fry fish because it burns a little hotter. But that's the only reason, so go ahead and use whatever you're comfortable with. Yeah. Just enough to coat the pan, essentially. Make sure the fillets are dry. There you go.
Look this dish.
I'm cooking the fish.
Oh, it's fish. It's fish.
Yeah. So it's been about, I'd say 3 minutes, maybe 4. Start flipping them. That's why you want to cut that bloodline out though. They cook fast, you really don't have to leave it on too long. If you like to have a little charred flavor, which I do, look at that. Oh man.
Who wants some play?
It's good? Good job.
You like it, Peter?
He loves it. Let me try some. He just started eating it. He just picked it up and started eating it.
You don't like rice, Peter?
Look at the bites he's eating.
Whoa, what's that, Peter?
You like it? What is it?
Shrimp. Shrimp?
Shrimp. Alright.
Okay. Does it taste like shrimp?
Yeah. Mm.
Good job. Wow.
It's really good. Alright, you get some. Approved.